Today we're marking Holocaust Memorial Day, which is actually the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz by Soviet troops on the 27th of January 1945. And I think it's a really important day to commemorate as we remember the horrors of the Holocaust, the mass murder of 6 million Jews and other people. In this cathedral, there is a whole programme of events through Holocaust Memorial Day today. There has been an event particularly focused on young people with testimony from survivors of the Holocaust. I'm delivering a lecture on the significance of the Holocaust for Christians, and in the evening there is a showing of that very moving film, The Pianist.
My family were from Lithuania, and they were in somewhere called the Kovno Ghetto, which is where the few remaining Lithuanian Jews survived. And then my mother had to be smuggled out of the ghetto in order to save her life, and she was looked after by families, Christian families, and a Christian family, a farmer and his wife in Lithuania. But meanwhile, her parents had been sent to concentration camps, so they both survived the war, but it took many years for them all to get back together again. They were some of the few survivors of Lithuanian Jewry, probably out of about 250,000, around about 20,000 survived, and then eventually they came to the UK, to Scotland. I mean, even when I was growing up, it was difficult to make sense of these events. I think it's particularly difficult even for young people nowadays to make sense of these events, to understand what happened and why it happened. And so their response was to ask for more information about how did my mother survive in the ghetto, how did they all manage to meet each other after the war. And so there seemed to be some interest in understanding more elements of the story. How did they come to this country? And obviously in today's world of refugees, it's important to understand why do some people come, and I explained the context of why they came to this country and where other Jews went after the end of the war.
It's a remembrance to us of how the power of evil can be around in our world, and it's a summons to us to find a better way and to care for one another across all our barriers.